Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Hugo, and today we're going to talk about the best stocks for this week. And it's going to be MPT, which is a REIT who owns hospitals, and Principal Financial Group. It's a company that deals in the financial sector, that works with retirement plans, and also other type of insurances. And after this two stock analysis, we're going to see the performance of my portfolio. So stay around. The stocks I'm bringing today actually are in my portfolio. The first one being MPT with a Medical Property Trust, which is a REIT. They own most of the hospitals in US, Europe, and they are spread around the world. The ex-dividend date is going to be on the December 9th, and they have a dividend yield of 5.46%. It's one of the highest dividend yields that we have on my portfolio. And PFG, it's one of the stocks that I bought a few months back. I still have it, and I think I'm going to continue with them. The ex-dividend date is going to be on the 1st of December. That's why I'm putting already on for this week. The dividend yield is 4.3%. It's not the greatest, but it's high comparing to the rest of the markets. And it's a company that in terms of performance is being quite great. So now let's look into the graphs. So if you look into the eToro, we can see that PFG has a market consensus of 40% buy and 60% holds. If you ask me if it's a good time to buy, probably yes. We're going to see this in the graph, if it's on the all-time high or not. Actually, this is going to open on the pre-market as negative as less 1%. PFG, in terms of the 6 months analysis, it's at the moment at $51 per share. The average, it's around 60-ish. And at the moment, it's coming back to the normal value. I'll wait until January, February to see what's going to happen. Of course, that we're going to lose our ex-dividend date. Since the ex-dividend date is coming to a close, we are paying a little bit more for the stock. Unless you intend to sell it in the future, like in August, or if you are an investor, you want to keep it as myself. Have in consideration that it's coming down since the past 5 days. Let's see here. Since the past 5 days, the stock is coming down. Let's see what this week brings. And we have a pre-market negative, so probably it's going to be down a little bit more. As I mentioned, the valuation is around 46% undervalued, which is quite good. Leaves us a lot of margin to grow and to buy the stock really undervalued, almost half of the price. In terms of the financial health of the company, we have assets with a 7.4 billion, with the liabilities with 2.7 billion. Which is really great in terms of financial health. This is insurance, so it's quite hard to go down. So let's see now the dividends. As I mentioned at the beginning, the dividends is 4.31%. It's paying annual dividend $2.24 per each share that we own. Bear in mind, this is a quarterly stock, so you need to divide this number by 4. And they are paying on the March, on July, September, and December. In terms of MPW, the Medical Property Trust, we have a 100% buy, which is quite good, so everybody wants to buy now. Actually, I bought this 2 weeks ago. It's really good. It's going to open the market negative, but this may be related to the SP 500 or because of down is going to open negatives as well. So having in consideration this, it's a time to buy. In my own opinion, the market is still quite high. This stock, it's a $20 stock with a really high dividend yield. We have still 9 days to buy this share. I think we could risk and buy the stock. I bought this 2 weeks ago where the market was quite high, but I have the intention to keep it, not to sell it because of the dividends that this stock will bring me. As a 6 months analysis, we can see that the stock is quite low. The high was $23 per share. Let's see at the 5 days. So we have some lows and the stock is going down, so probably it's a good time to buy. Let's see here, the stock is going up now since we have a sentiment consensus as everybody is buying. So regarding this, we are seeing now bull markets for MPW, so probably we still can get this stock in the bottom of the curve. So let's see what the next months or weeks the stock will bring us. In terms of the company valuation, we have a 43% undervalued, which is quite good. It's less than double the value. Lot of margin to grow. The financial health of the company, it's more than good. We have 3.6 billion in assets and roughly 400 million in liabilities, which is this company in terms of health. It's a really good company to have in our portfolio. Not only by the fact that the company has a good financial health, this actually has a bigger dividend yield than the PFG with a 5.46%. With a quarterly stock, paying only $1.08 for each stock, but bear in mind this is off of the price of PFG. It's being paying the dividends in January, March, July, and October. This is a nice stock to pick and choose with other stocks that you can have on your portfolio, so you can win every single month dividends. If you want to dig a little bit more in terms of how you pick and choose stocks so you can win every single month dividends, don't forget to log into my previous video. The link is on the description. So the performance of my portfolio this week overcome the average markets, with the average market being only 2.8% and my portfolio 4.1%. We can see the total year return as 63% comparing to the 23 on the market, and we have a PE ratio of 142% comparing with the 90% of the average market. This is quite good, meaning that my overall stock is undervalued comparing to the average markets. Looking to the stocks for this week, we have Tesla almost 20% of return this week, and we have around 0.5 to 0.7% of increase on our ETFs, monthly ETFs, which is all the iShares and SPRDs that are monthly dividends. We are not expecting this ETFs to increase too much. These ETFs are not affected by one company but several companies, so this is usual. We don't have a bigger increase, but although 0.7% of increase for this type of ETFs, which are monthly ETFs, are quite good. What outperformed this week was actual Apple and Philip Morris International and Legal General Group. Beside the fact that I got a negative return for this week, this not concerns me much. At a negative 1%, they are still manageable. As soon as reach the minus 5% or minus 10%, I'm going to do some averaging, meaning I'm going to invest a little bit more to average my total value price. Are stocks to have on my portfolio for a long term, not for a short term. I don't do daily trading, so I'm intending to keep them for more than 6 months or 3 months. Apple, in case of the increase, this is one of the stocks that I have intentions to keep for a few years to see if they increase in the next 3 or 4 years. A negative return for me is not a big concern. It can go minus 20%. I won't sell at negative. One of the things that I need to do is do some average on those stocks. For that, we need always have put apart to fight those values or when the market goes down. And we're also going to see this on the next upcoming months. From the news, it seems that the market may stall, even beside the fact that we have the vaccine, but there was too much harm done to the companies, and I'm expecting to have a small down in the next upcoming months. Okay, I hope you enjoyed these tips. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like, and see you next week. Cheers!